welcome back. I haven't uploaded a video in ages and I am sorry. Partly because I couldn't come up with any ideas, and then I tried to upload something and it wouldn't work, and then other things got in the way and I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And also it's difficult to come up with ideas when your life just consists of getting up, going to work, coming home, eating, going back to sleep, and then doing the whole thing all over again. My life is very, very boring at the moment, so there's not much that happens that I can talk about, except the other week. Well, I say the other week, this happened less than a week ago, but I was gonna do a video. I am wearing clothes. This is not a dressing gown. I know it looks very bedroomy, very kind of like coquettish. It's a kimono-y thing, so it looks like I'm wearing lingerie. I am dressed, kind of. So Monday. I don't quite know how to start this. I guess from the title you're gonna know what I'm gonna be talking about, but like, I don't know how to go about it. But okay, we'll start from the beginning. So I host pub quizzes. I work for a company. I'm technically self-employed, so I work as a freelancer, but I work for them. So I was trained how they like their pub quizzes to be run, and then they send me through the stuff on email 2 days before. I print everything off and then I just turn up, do the quiz, collect the money, give it into the bar, and then leave. There's more to it than that, but that's essentially what I do. And I used to have a couple of regular venues, and then with like changes of management and all sorts of stuff, like I kind of like keep getting replaced and like they keep wanting other quizmasters in, which is really annoying, but like it's fine. So yeah, so I at the moment do not have any regular quizzes that I do. So at the moment I just do covers. So like, because like a lot of the quizmasters are actors or just people who are looking for like a little bit of extra income, or work in other creative industries. So when they need cover, or if they have any emergencies last minute, then I am one of the people that gets called up and like, oh, can you be on the other side of London in like 2 hours? We need you to do a quiz. And I usually say yes. So this quiz, now, before I start off, I'm not going to say where, I'm not going to say which pub it was, okay? Because my man Tom, basically, I joke about it with my boyfriend all the time, that me and Tom Holland are now best friends. We're not, obviously, but like, I joke about it. But my point is, I'm not going to say what area and what pub I was in, just in case that's his regular, or just in case he goes there, because the staff were really chill, and I was the only one that was kind of like, ah. So I have a feeling that like he might go there quite often. I don't want to ruin it for him, because hopefully one day I would quite like to be famous, and like I know that I'd still like to be able to live a normal-ish life. Like I'd still like to be able to go to like my favourite pub or my favourite branch of Costa without being mobbed. So straight off from the bat, because on Instagram I decided to post the selfie that I took with Tom Holland on I posted it on Instagram when it happened. I didn't tag the location, I didn't tag him, because I was like, it's kind of like, I don't want to look like a fan, like I am a fan, but like, you know, like a fan, like fangirl, like, because like, obviously like I'm a fan of his work, but like, I'm not like hardcore fan, like, yeah, I don't know. So what was my point? Yeah, anyway, so so on Monday I posted the picture on Instagram and I hadn't tagged him in it, and then a couple of days passed and I was like, do you know what, let me tag him in it, like I could use the follows. And let me just tell you, it's kind of blown up. I mean, it's got almost 400 likes, which for me is a lot. and I've had so many people, so many fans of his, which I now realise are like 12-year-old girls who have been like privately messaging me or commented on it, like which pub is it, or how was he at the quiz, like what was he with the questions, blah, 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 blah. Who was he with a blonde girl? We'll get to all this, but okay. So anyway, so I cover pub quizzes, is my point. Do you mind? So I cover pub quizzes, and this quiz was like the first one I'd done in like, I don't know, 3 months, 3 months. So I was feeling kind of nervous because I've been to this pub before, so I know the staff, kind of. I've only been there once before, and it's an area I'm familiar with, but I don't know, I was just like kind of nervous because I hadn't done it in a while. And it was going to be fine because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for like, I don't know, like 3 years now, so I know what I'm doing. But you know, if you're like out of the game for a while and then you have to go back, it's a little nerve-wracking. So yeah, so I turned up at this quiz. I was really early because I went straight from work because I didn't have enough time to go home first. So I sat outside like preparing my materials, and like I had a can of Red Bull, and I was yeah, I know about my nails, it's really annoying. I was in the pub garden, and I had a can of Red Bull that I had not purchased on site, so I just sat in the pub garden, just like hiding my Red Bull behind like a plant pot. But yeah, anyway, I was like going through my quiz and like making notes and doing some other shit, and then I went into the venue, did my normal thing of introducing myself to the staff, being like, okay, yeah, I'm here to do the quiz. Like finding out, because like different venues do the quiz in different areas of the pub, so like some venues you turn up to and like the whole pub takes part. A lot of venues you turn up to and they have like a special dining part and then like a special part for the pub, for the quiz. So like you're basically told don't go and disturb those people because they won't want to play because they're eating, but have at it with everybody else. Yeah, so set up, I had my little speaker on my microphone and everything was cool. And then I only had like 2 teams that had turned up, and like not all of them had turned up, and the quiz is supposed to start at 8. So I mean, I got there really early, so this is at like, I don't know, like 22, 2:15, and like yeah, I only had 2 teams, and I was like meh. I mean, like the rule is like as long as there are 2 people that play, you play. So I was like 2 teams, meh. Like, and bearing in mind like that day I was like really, like part of the reason like I haven't been posting videos is because number 1, I didn't know what to post. Number 2, I've been like really low, and Monday I was so low. I had a breakdown over a banana at breakfast at work. It was intense. And my friend was like, are you okay? And then I just like was sat at the table like eating my breakfast like, no, I'm not okay, and these are the reasons why, and I'm really sorry, and I won't be coming to Bristol, and yeah. I need to reply to her actually. It's been like almost a week. But yeah, so I was feeling really low, and then there were only 2 teams, and I was like, ugh. It's like not even worth me coming out of the house. I wish I just like called in sick to work and then called in sick to this. I could just stayed home and just slept all day. Why? And then this group of 4 guys came in, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, there's another team. They sat down at the table. One of them looked over at me, clocked eyes, bam, that's Tom Holland. Oh, Jesus. Like I say, like I'm not even... Like, I knew who he was. I knew him by name. I've seen him in films. But, like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go see that film because he's in it. Like, Rihanna, oh my god, if Rihanna had walked in, I would have walked out. Like, me and my boyfriend had this running joke that, like, if I ever met Rihanna, I wouldn't be able to meet Rihanna because I can't be in this... I'm getting emotional. Because I couldn't be in the same room as Rihanna because she's just too fucking stunning. Like, she's just too much. And, like, I look like a toad anyway, but next to her, I would be nothing. I would be scum. So... Rihanna and Beyonce, I can't be in the same room as them. It's already too much that I know Rihanna lives somewhere in North London, okay? Right? Northwest London, at that. She's on my side of London. Oh! Anyway, so anyway. Right. So my appreciation for Tom Holland is nowhere near on the same level as my appreciation for Rihanna. Because it's Rihanna. But, so like, I knew who he was, and I've seen him in films. right? So as soon as I clocked him, I was like, oh shit, that's Tom Holland. Proceeds to text. I text my boyfriend first, then I text my group chat with my friends, and then I text my mum, and like all of them were saying, no, I didn't text my mum actually, I texted my brother, and like I was like, Spider-Man's just walked into my quiz. Tom motherfucking Holland has just walked into my quiz. Ah! And my boyfriend was like, picture or it didn't happen. I was like, I'm not going to take a picture. He's like literally sat like meters away. I'm not just going to like sneak up my phone. Could you? Like, no. So anyway, so they were all like texting like, oh my god, ask him acting advice. And I was like, no, I'm working. Number one, like, yes, I'm hosting a pub quiz, which is not like an office job. Like, you still have to be professional. So even though like I can chat to him and I can talk to him, like I still have to be professional. Like I am a quiz host. He is a quizzer. He is playing the quiz. I don't know. He's a part of the quiz team. Like there's still he's like I'm a professional. Like I can't be fangirling, right? So I just kind of sat there and like it was like 15 minutes of the quiz. I went over and I was like, are you here for the quiz? And they were like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, £2 each. And so like he gave me £2. He touched my hand. I was like, not washing my hand again. Yeah, so he put £2 in my hand and I was like, oh, amazing. And he goes, oh, what's your name? And I was like, oh, Georgina. And he goes, oh, okay. And then like I think it was his brother or somebody else in the group was like, oh, we would introduce ourselves, but you know, there's like so many names you wouldn't remember them all. It's like, no. Yeah. And then I walked off and then I just like tried to stay calm and collected. And like this whole time I had my, because this was on Monday, so it was a lot hotter than it was today. And I'm fat and I get public transport everywhere, yeah? So I get sweaty. So I had my little handheld fan. So at the time he walked in, I'm sat there like, oh, it's definitely not. Right, it was embarrassing. So anyway, I went and sat back over and tried to calm down, and then my legs started shaking. Like, bearing in mind, I'm not even like. So I don't want to be like offensive and be like, oh, I'm not a Tom Holland fan, but like, I'm not a Tom Holland stan. I'm a fan, but I'm not a stan. Like it's not extreme. So, but like he's famous. He's like incredible. He's world famous. Like Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man film that he's in, that he's the lead of, that he plays the title character in, has just grossed $1 billion at the box office. He's making bank. Like what? So then I started to think of that, and then I started to think of all the people he worked with, like Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., all the people in the Marvel universe, and like some other people that I can't remember the names of right now. But like basically, if you've seen Marvel Endgame, hello, right? So I started thinking about that and about all the people that he's worked with, and like how big a star he actually is. And then my legs started shaking. And I was like, I can't have my legs shake because my leg. I'm a short woman. I'm 4'8". My leg shakes, my whole body shakes, and I've got to be on a microphone, so my whole voice is gonna shake. So do you know what I did instead? Because I'm so short and my legs never reach the floor of any chair in public, my legs won't reach the floor unless I sit forward. Like I'm sat forward now on the edge of my bed, so my feet are on the floor, my feet are planted so I don't jig about, right? So I was sat on the chair at a table in this pub. And so, to disguise the fact that my leg was shaking, I started swinging my legs. I'm 25 years old. And I started swinging my legs like a child to disguise the fact that my leg was shaking because Tom Holland was sat in front of me. What? Make it make sense. So, anyway, so yeah. And then we started with the quiz, played the quiz, spoke to him a couple of times, but like just kind of like gave his team hints and shit. Yeah, it was like super chill. I'm not sure if anybody else that was playing the quiz realised who he was, or maybe he was just a regular at that quiz, or at that pub, so they didn't like, what am I saying? Yeah, maybe he's just like, this is why I'm not saying which pub, because like maybe he was just a regular there, So like everybody else is like super chill, like nobody else was like phased. But yeah, so we played the quiz, and then got to the end of the quiz, and like even though there's only 3 teams, like everybody, because there's like prizes, because there's prizes, but like there's supposed to be more teams for that amount of prizes. But the management were like, everyone can get a prize, meh, whatever. So his team actually came second, but he knocked 10 marks off his score, so he came last, which is really nice. It's like, oh, it's like super nice. And then at the end, there's like a jackpot question, and his team won the chance to play the jackpot, so they sent him up to pick. I won't go through because it's like too many details, but basically they sent him up to me to play the jackpot, so he was like stood next to me. I'm like, oh my god, he didn't win the jackpot. The jackpot was only £63. I don't think he needs £63, if I'm honest. To be honest, he could have given me £63. I was tempted to ask him to borrow a £5 for the bus home, but you know, I'm a working professional. Yeah. And then I thought he was going to stick around, so I was just kind of like decompressing, and like after the quiz was finished, like everybody else was like leaving, and like I was saying, oh thank you, had a really good night, blah blah blah, because like I'm covering there, like I'm not usually there. So everybody else was like saying goodbye, blah 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 blah, and then like I thought he was sticking around because like I could hear their table and they were talking about like getting like another load of drinks. I was like, oh okay cool, I can just like casually go over there. And then like they got up to go to the bar to settle their tab because they were leaving, and I was like, oh, like usually I'm far too scared to go up to anybody in public. Like if I see anyone famous, I just I can't go up to anyone famous. I just can't do it and ask for a picture or just talk to them. No. So, but I was like, because my boyfriend had egged me on. He was like, oh, a picture didn't happen. And I was like, oh, it's once in a lifetime opportunity, man. Like, unless I see you, Tom, on a set in a couple of years' time, hopefully. But yeah, unless I see him again, this is not going to happen again. So he was like up at the bar with his group of mates. So I went up and I went up behind them. I was like, Tom. And then his brother was like, Tom, I think. And he turned around and I was like, I hate to be that person, but I'm going to be that person. Do you mind? And he was like, no, sure. So we took a selfie. And then he was like, thanks for a really good night. And I was like, no problem. Glad you enjoyed it. Bitch, he thanked me for a good evening. Like what? Yeah, and that was basically it. Then he went home or wherever. I didn't follow him outside because I'm not a creep. And I got an Uber home, even though I'm poor, because I was like, listen, I'm rubbing shoulders with the rich and famous, okay? I'm too high caliber to be getting the 285 home. I'm not doing it. Or 267, or whatever bus it was. Yeah. I'm too fly. Whew. Yeah, so that is my story. Don't really know how to sign off. But yeah, Instagram has been mental. Like, just so many like 12 and 13-year-olds messaging me. I got a voice message from a 13-year-old and she was like, yeah, hi, you met Tom Holland, just wanted to say that you're really lucky, and yeah, Tom Holland stands, yay. What am I supposed to do with that? And then people kept asking me if he was with a girl, if he was like, oh, was he with a blonde girl, was he with a blonde girl, was he with a blonde girl? Because apparently people are obsessed with the fact that him and Zendaya may or may not have dated. A quick Google will tell you that he denied it, but like, I don't know. It's like the internet, you can't trust anyone. So anyway, that is the time I spent the night with Tom Holland. I don't know what to... Should I name the video Tom Holland Came to My Quiz, or The Night I Spent with Tom Holland? Like, which is more clickbaity? I don't know. We'll see.